The first man gets the oyster, the second man gets the shell, said by Andrew Carnegie. This quote by Carnegie emphasizes the importance of seizing opportunities and being proactive in order to achieve success. It serves as a powerful reminder that success is not bestowed upon the passive or the hesitant, but upon those who dare to venture forward and embrace the possibilities that lie ahead. Think about it, my friends. The first man who dives into the deep waters is the one who has the chance to uncover the precious oyster. He recognizes the value of taking that leap of faith, of diving into the unknown, for it is there that the rewards await. But what about the second man? What awaits him? Only the empty shell, a stark reminder of what could have been. He hesitated, he let fear or doubt hold him back, and as a result, he missed out on the oyster, on the opportunity of a lifetime. Ladies and gentlemen, today we will talk about the enigmatic author of this thought-provoking quote, an exceptional individual who stands apart from the multitude of the world's richest people, Andrew Carnegie. Born in 1835, Carnegie established himself not only as one of the wealthiest individuals of his time, but as an exemplary figure of inspiration and philanthropy. When we think of Andrew Carnegie, we often associate his name with immense wealth and success that makes him the richest man of the 19th century. But what many may not realize is that behind the towering legacy lies a story of humble beginnings and immense struggles. It is within his journey from rags to riches that we find the true essence of his strength and character. The Carnegies lived in a small cottage in Dunfermline, Scotland, and their financial situation was dire. Andrew's father, William Carnegie, was a handloom weaver. Andrew's father lost his income due to the changing landscape of the textile industry during the early 19th century. At that time, the cottage industry of handloom weaving, which was the primary occupation for William, was being rapidly transformed by the advent of power looms and factory production. With the introduction of machinized weaving technologies, larger textile mills began to emerge, leading to increased efficiency and lower production costs. This resulted in a decline in demand for the products made by handloom weavers like William. As a result, many handloom weavers like William Carnegie struggled to find consistent work and faced declining incomes. The decline in demand for hand-weaved textiles meant fewer opportunities for artisans practicing this traditional craft, leaving them with the limited economic prospects. This shift in textile industry played a pivotal role in Andrew Carnegie's life, as it forced his father to seek alternative means of income and ultimately led the family to face financial hardships. The family found themselves trapped in a cycle of poverty, struggling to make ends meet amidst the changing economic landscape. In search of a way out of poverty and yearning for a better life, the Carnegie family made the momentous decision to emigrate to the United States. Like many others during that time, they saw America as a land of opportunity where hard work and perseverance could lead to success and prosperity. The United States offered favorable conditions for immigrants seeking a fresh start. It was a nation in the midst of rapid industrialization with expanding industries and growing economy. Andrew Carnegie himself would later describe the United States as the land of hope and the home of ambition. In 1848, when Andrew Carnegie was just a child of 12, the Carnegie family boarded a ship bound for America. Motivated by the desire to leave behind the hardships of their homeland, the Carnegie family set their sights on the land of opportunity across the Atlantic. Moreover, family connections played a pivotal role in Carnegie's journey. His maternal uncle, George Lauder, had already established himself as a prosperous businessman in Allegheny City. Now, this is a part of Pittsburgh. Lauder's presence provided the Carnegie family with a safety net, offering them support and a network of contacts upon their arrival. The knowledge that they would have relatives to lean on certainly eased the transition and bolstered their hopes for a brighter future. They settled in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, a city bustling with industrial activity but also plagued by overcrowding and inadequate living conditions for many working-class families. Due to the Carnegie family's financial situation, they couldn't afford more comfortable accommodations. As a result, they ended up living in a tenement building where numerous families occupied small, cramped apartments. Tenements were known for their lack of proper sanitation, ventilation, and lighting, making them substandard dwellings. Living in the tenement exposed Carnegie to the harsh realities of poverty. The conditions were deplorable, with limited access to clean water, proper sewage system, and even fresh air. Families had to share common areas like kitchens and bathrooms, leading to privacy issues and increased health risks. Overcrowding was prevalent as multiple families squeezed into small living spaces designed for far fewer occupants. The arduous circumstances forced young Andrew to take on responsibilities at a very young age. At just 12 years old, he had to leave school and find work to help support in his family. This was a common occurrence at that time, as many children from poor families had to enter the workforce prematurely. To contribute to the family income, Andrew became a bobbin boy in a Pittsburgh cotton factory. As a bobbin boy, his job was to fetch bobbins of thread and keep the spinning machines supplied. It was a physically demanding job that required long hours and repetitive tasks. The work environment in the cotton factory was tough, with poor lighting, loud machinery, and unhealthy air quality. Andrew worked in these conditions, often enduring long shifts that left him physically exhausted. This early experience in the factory symbolizes the harsh reality that many children from impoverished backgrounds faced during the Industrial Revolution. Despite the difficult circumstances, Carnegie's resilience and determination shone through. He utilized whatever spare time he had to self-educate and develop a thirst for knowledge. Through his hard work and determination, he quickly advanced in the industry and eventually became a telegraph operator for the Pennsylvania Railroad Company. One of the notable stories that highlights Carnegie's struggle in his early life is his encounter with Thomas A. Scott, a high-ranking executive in the Pennsylvania Railroad. At the age of 16, Carnegie was working as a telegrapher for the Pennsylvania Railroad. One day, during the Johnstown flood in 1853, the railway lines were severely damaged. Amidst the chaos, young Carnegie worked diligently to repair the telegraph lines and relay important messages. Impressed by Carnegie's resourcefulness and commitment, Thomas A. Scott, who was overseeing the railway operations, took notice of him. Scott took him under his wing and offered him a job as his personal secretary and telegrapher. This was a significant opportunity for Carnegie as it provided him with exposure to their inner workings of the railroad industry and allowed him to build valuable connections. Scott became Carnegie's mentor, teaching him about the business world and guiding him towards new opportunities. Under Scott's guidance, Carnegie learned valuable lessons in negotiation, management, and strategic thinking. With Scott's support and his own unwavering determination, Carnegie began investing in various ventures, including oil, iron, and ultimately the steel industry. He believed that steel had the power to transform the nation's infrastructure and create endless possibilities. The turning point in Andrew Carnegie's life came when he made a significant transition from the railway sector to the steel industry. It was a transformative moment that would shape his legacy and make his name synonymous with the steel empire he would build. Andrew Carnegie's entry into the steel industry can be attributed to a fortuitous encounter with a new steel-making technology known as the Bessemer process. The Bessemer process revolutionized steel production by enabling large-scale production at reduced costs. Recognizing the immense potential of this innovation, Carnegie seized the opportunity and directed his focus towards steel. In 1873, he established the J. Edgar Thomson Steel Works in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This marked his formal entry into the steel industry, setting the stage for his future success and influence. Carnegie's astute business sense and visionary approach allowed him to lead the expansion of his steel empire. He implemented innovative practices including vertical integration, in which he controlled every aspect of the steel production process, from mining the raw materials to transporting the finished products. This integration granted Carnegie a competitive advantage and propelled him to the forefront of the steel industry. Through continual improvements, coupled with his relentless pursuit of efficiency and cost reduction, Carnegie expanded his steel empire. Establishing the Carnegie Steel Company, Carnegie's leadership skills and productivity positioned his company to meet the growing demand for steel during the industrial boom of the late 19th and early 20th centuries. That made Carnegie Steel one of the most profitable enterprises of its time. However, it is important to note that the Andrew Carnegie's success didn't come without challenges. He faced intense competition, labor disputes, and even the devastating Homestead Strike of 1892. Yet, through his leadership and strategic decisions, he persevered and continued to thrive in the industry. Andrew Carnegie's journey in the steel industry is a testament to his resilience, strategic thinking, and willingness to embrace new opportunities. It showcases how a young telegrapher with a vision transformed himself into one of the most influential figures in American industrial history. Carnegie's success as a businessman and his significant influence on the steel industry led him being labeled as a steel tycoon. He accumulated immense wealth through his steel ventures, eventually becoming one of the richest individuals in history. Apart from this, growing up in an environment where education was scarce, Carnegie recognized the immense value that education held in unlocking doors to personal growth and improving one's circumstances. Motivated by his own experiences, Carnegie became a staunch advocate for education throughout his life. He believed in providing educational opportunities to those less fortunate, recognizing that it was crucial to equip individuals with the knowledge of skills needed to overcome poverty and achieve success. His philanthropic efforts focused on establishing libraries, schools, and educational institutions to ensure that others could have access to the same educational opportunities he had lacked. In his later years, Carnegie devoted himself to philanthropy and donated large sums of money to various educational, cultural, and social causes. Andrew Carnegie, though primarily renowned as a prominent industrialist and philanthropist, also demonstrated his talents as a writer. He possessed an astute ability to articulate his thoughts and express complex ideas through his written works. Through his influential essay, The Gospel of Wealth, he left a lasting impact on the discussion surrounding wealth inequality and the responsibility of the affluent towards society. Carnegie discussed the responsibilities of the wealthy and argued that they should use their wealth to benefit society by engaging in philanthropic endeavors. He advocated for the redistribution of wealth through charitable donations, education, and the establishment of public institutions, rather than leaving large sums of money to heirs. While his literary contributions may not have dominated his legacy, they are a testament to his intellectual depth and his dedication to advancing social progress through various mediums. So what more to say about Andrew Carnegie, a man who knew the depths of poverty and struggle, rose above his circumstances to become one of the most influential figures of his time. He faced setbacks, encountered rejections, and experienced failures, just like many of us here today. But he never allowed them to define him. Instead, he used his setbacks as stepping stone to success. Carnegie understood that life doesn't guarantee us an easy road. It is in those moments of despair that we have a choice to accept defeat or to rise above it. The true measure of our character lies not in our moments of triumph, but in how we respond to adversity. Remember, my friends, that the challenges we face are the very catalysts that propel us towards greatness. So if you find yourself feeling lost, disheartened, or burdened with despair, I implore you to look within yourself. Embrace the setbacks, for they are the crucibles that forge your character. Believe in your ability to overcome, in your capacity to find the pearls that lie within you. You, my friends, are capable of greatness. Your path may be different, your journey may be unique, but the potential within you is boundless. Embrace the lessons learned from the Vesta and Shell, for they teach us resilience, determination, and the power of seizing opportunities. With every challenge we face, we have the chance to discover our true potential. So dare to dream big. Push beyond your comfort zone and let your unique journey unfold. It's time to turn the page and write your own extraordinary tale.